Well, welcome everybody, Smith here. Welcome to another Star Wars Battle of Hoth build episode. We haven't been here for like a week, and it's night time at the moment. So I was just looking how different things lit up, and this needs to light up a bit more, I think, the Millennium Falcon, but you can see the shield generator lights up quite nicely, and what I'm really pleased about is the way the snow speeders have lit up really well, so they look really good in the dark. And you can download the snow speeder. It's on my Planet Minecraft planetminecraft.com pages, as well as all the other ships except this one. We haven't done the grey one yet, which we're not doing today, but I'm thinking about getting the grey one in. They're all in the same place on one of the, either a download map or they're on separate pages on the schematics. Anyway, welcome back, and we're going to do some build in this episode. We've got to cut through to the south hangar. So we did the other day, last episode, we did this hangar here, which I haven't done much more with that at the moment because I don't plan to anyway. But what we need to do, and they're all sitting in here, so we're all happy. I haven't put any more anything else like that, like some churns or some charging points or anything. There is a case that maybe we go through again further back to make it a secondary hangar as well, but not for now, because we are going to start hacking into the rock that way, and hacking into doing some of the building, and we've got to get through to the other area. Now that is just an access area which goes through to the back. That also meets up back there, so I'm gonna have to play around with this because this is gonna be quite fun. This literally will carry on. I'm going to carry on doing this, so, and that's not there, but what I've got to just work out is how all these meet up. I can see on the plan now this is one of the main tunnels. This goes right all the way through to, this is all barracks over here, but if I can get this one right, invariably I will get the rest right as well. But I've just got to work out the size of this roughly, so I'm going to start hacking through here, but I've just got to work it out how far it is. If this is, this here is the, what's this one? This is, oh, 495, there you go, 1495. That would be, yeah, 1495. Just put a marker there. That's it. Just put a marker there, because that gives me the marker for all the doors, and then I can sort of mark it out and get my bearings and get it exactly right. So if I just come here, because then I'll need, I think this is 1495, just do that nice and bright, because there's a tunnel that links up here all the way down there. But I've just got to get it exactly right. So I think the best thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start from over here, and what I'm going to do is make some inroads into here, and then I shall come back. Well, welcome back. I've been digging out these tunnels. Now I'm using this as my marker, of course, as we did before, because the only way I can map it out compared with the actual design. So let me just show you. This tunnel veers off at 45 degrees from hangar 7. It comes down here, and then you can turn right. There's a little sort of doorway. You can turn right down here to go to the crew's quarters. You can come out into the bays there. Oh yeah, that one has, I haven't put it in yet, but there is a centre area here which I haven't done yet, so it sort of comes out like that, but I've got to do it both sides. That's something I need to build, so just remind me. I'll just leave that like that, and then that will remind me to come back to it at a future date, because all I'm doing at the moment is trying to lay it out. Right, so this here is the, ooh, I forgot the name of the creatures now. Tauntaun. This is the one of the Tauntaun areas. I haven't dug it out yet. I've just sort of started doing it, but it's 40 blocks wide. Yeah, 10, 20, 30, 40. So it's sort of getting a bit big. So I can go right up here and do, where's that? So if I mark it off from there, which is 62. So I need to go to 202. Whoa, 40 blocks. That's not right. That's massive. That's ginormous. It is. I'm just going to check. 40, 10, 20, 30, 40 blocks wide. So it's 62. So yeah, that'll be 102, won't it? When we get there, whoa, it's going to be massive. And I'm using a plan of the base, so I pretty know what measurements are quite right, really. 82, God, blimey, tons of, this is going to be massive. Mind you, tauntauns are quite big, remember. 89, 90, and just do that. I couldn't believe how big this is, but that I am all doing it to scale. 97, 98, this will be 99. Yeah, I'll do the 102, so let's just put that there, do that, break it out. Oh, I haven't done it, I haven't set it, of course. I've just come out. Start again. Whoa. I never realised it was so big, but it is. That is an absolute true reflection of how big that is. And it goes that way and that way as well. Anyway, so this pathway here goes down, round, and then there's the other entrance to the back of the X-Wing bay there. Oh, that's the middle one, and then there's that one down there. So all this over here is cruise quarters. So let me just see, I need to go, and I've got this tunnel. This is a long tunnel, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 to the tunnel to the right. So if I go literally 80 from where I was, I wish I'd put the marker at a nice round number. 96, it's 95. So I need to go 75, that's a long way. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to head down here, and then I will come back to show you what I've done next once I get down there, because I've got to go right down here, heck of a way. It's a heck of a long tunnel. It's going to look good. And then we turn right into the cruise quarters, but also this goes down to the south hangar as well. So we're miles off yet, so there we go. Yeah, so I'm doing it to scale because that's what I'd originally planned. So this base is going to be massive, but this is the sort of time that it takes out. 82, 85. Oh, that's two. I did say 80, didn't I? So I've got to go back. It doesn't matter. Let's go back to 75. Yeah. Oh, 9575. Yeah, that's 80. That's actually 80. So if I literally put a block there, and then did I actually, let's see, I didn't do it. Oh, careful, that's going to make a right mess if I do that. Let's just do this. In fact, I've got to hit that block there, so click that, and the block to the right of it, not that one. So break that and click that, and there we go. Super duper. Hey, look at how long the corridor. But that's exactly how it is. That's 80 that way. Because if you remember, inside here is the massive Wampa Cave 2. In fact, yeah, I forgot to tell you. So there's a big 40 by 40, 80 by 80 here, and then there's another Wampa Cave. Tauntaun Cave, or wherever it is, where they look after all tauntauns. Tauntauns, yes. So that's why there's nothing behind this block. But when we get down here to 80, and literally in the middle, I will carry on. In fact, what I should have done is just gone down to here and gone past it, of course, which I can do. Yeah, there we go. So if we come back to this 80, and then literally we could use that 80. Is it in the centre? Oh, it is dead centre. So remember, I'm doing 4. Well, it's just about, yeah, closer to that side. So this tunnel leads, it's another entrance into the cruise quarters, but we're going to come back to that on another day. And that's the cave that way, so let me just put that's the cruise quarters, and that will marry up with the other tunnel down there. Sort of like a little bit of a maze down here where the cruise quarters are, so we'll think about how we do that. So that's that one, and I've still got another 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 blocks. 50. Yeah, so overall 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140 is where it opens up. So I will come back and do some more for you, do some more tunneling. I bet you'll be looking forward to this map. We can start walking around it into the base, and I'll come back when I've done a bit more. Well, here we are again. Haha. God, tonight I've been mainly building corridors, and I'm just about to show you the complex to date. Right, where do we start? We'll start down here, because this is down the back end of the X-Wing bay. That there is going to cruise quarters. We haven't joined it up yet, so that's just a plain tunnel. This is in the middle of the bay, and this is where you start getting into stuff. That tunnel there, I'll show you where it will join up, but literally now this is going down towards crew quarters and into the main complex. That way goes back towards the Tauntaun area. So Tauntaun area, I'm going to have to put some signs up. I think I'll put some signs up on the wall saying to Tauntauns. And this comes around here at the bottom, and this is into the crew's quarters, many crews. So that straight through there will join up with that other path, but it sort of goes off at an angle a bit. There are 4 bunk rooms down there and a canteen area, and they link round the back as well, hopefully not going to come out. This carries on down here. I've just got to get this right. Right, let's go. So that will carry on to more cruise quarters, loads of cruise quarters down that way, which hasn't been built. Coming back this way comes to, now then, what's this room? This is, oh, it's got the pillars in the middle. Let me just find out what that room is. Stupid me. This is one of the turbo lift towers. There are a couple of those going up and down into the lower and upper levels. So there will be 2 turbo lifts in here, which is quite, well, look at it. Yeah, the turbo lifts also have like loads of stuff around them. Looking at the plans, turbo lifts, right? We will come back to that because we need to go back. We'll come back to that and come back to the turbo lift, and then at least you'll remember where we're going. We'll go back down here. That's all the crews on the left here, and it's taking a lot of time, so we'll go back towards the Tauntauns. Right, I haven't finished that room. That was the one I carved out earlier in the video, so there we go. So we'll come up here to the Tauntaun area, which is to the right. First of all though, we'll just show you that we're back where the Millennium Falcon is, so that's all good. Now, I had a bit of a problem with this, because if you think I am digging all this out underground, I'm going in blocks of 10, and what happened was, when I first did it, the turbo lift area is just behind this wall, and I broke through into it. It's about 4 blocks that way. This is the main Tauntaun area, and then we have this secondary area here, which also houses Tauntauns as well. Sort of, I haven't done any cave bits, I've just sort of left it open. In terms of size, that's the size of it. So this then comes through the back of that. It comes back to, as I'll show you, look, come back into here, which is the turbo lift area. So we've got the turbo lift area there, so let's go whack it back out here. So I don't know what I'm going to do in here really, in terms of just sort of make it a sort of a big cave and put a big sign in, and maybe make a model of one. Maybe I should make a couple of like Tauntauns out of just like hey. Yeah, we could actually do that. That'd be quite fun. Almost like a yeah, that would be just to do a bit of a weird Tauntaun thingy. Oh dear. Yeah, I could have a bit of fun with that. Anyway, we'll just leave that there for a bit of a laugh now. There you go. There's one. Yeah, well, we shall see what it looks like when we finish it. I'll have to have a look and see how it is. No, it doesn't look like that, does it? We'll leave it. Right, come back out here to Millennium Falcon. And luckily I've got a top-down plan to work with. So at the back of the Falcon here, we've got this corridor which just literally comes down. Good point, actually. We just need to put in, goes right and then left. Bit weird, it sort of just goes round. There's nothing behind there. There's another turbo lift which we haven't even got there yet, further over. So this then bends round, and halfway around here there is a room which I can't see what it is, but let me just carve out a bit of a room here, and then we know that that's what it's going to be. I have been using WorldEdit, so, and it has been quite a painstaking journey really. We'll do that like that. Yeah, there we go. But once I've started the room, at least I'll remember that it is actually, it's like a little corridor into a room. Again, not sure exactly what that is. What I'll have to do is I'll have to go around and label up all the rooms. I'll sort of put a sign outside saying to the control center, so that when I get the map uploaded for you guys, you won't get lost, because I'm lucky I've got a map available to look at. So there we go. Right. Ooh, what happened there? I used the wrong block. Ooh. Hey, look at that. No, maybe I put just the wrong block in there, because as you will see, you might have noticed we came to rock. So anyway, come around here. So this all joins it up. There we go. That's back to the Tauntaun area. This is the turbo lift area here, which even it shows a very big turbo lift. So even if we do a circular turbo lift, it might be still a bit big, so maybe we'll bring that down. Anyway, so right, let's go. Now this one here is joined up to this one. You notice that basically at a certain point we go into bedrock, because I've run out of snow. If you remember, right, going back to when I built the land, I created this area of just snow so I could dig it out. Well, I've come to the end of that, so it's a bit of a pain. Right, let's have a look at this. That other tunnel has not got much going for it, so let's come down here. This is where the exciting stuff is. To the left here will be the command center where Leia and Han and Luke were in, and that's the big command center in there, so that'll be quite interesting to build that. This is sort of a tables and chairs and eating area, quite a large eating area there as well, so that's quite good. And then when we come down to here, that corridor joins up with that corridor that goes back to the turbo lift, which is back down there, turbo lift to the turbo lift. And this is the massive, it's a massive auditorium briefing area in here, which I haven't dug out yet. That's quite big. It's like a stage with loads of seats and a screen at the back. So that's quite good as well, really. So it is a laborious task to do that. It's quite easy because luckily most of the rooms are square on, but when you don't have square on rooms, it's a bit more difficult. And that then, interestingly enough, behind, carrying on down there, this is far again. Now that's what I want to show you. Right, this one of the most important tunnels, there's the turbo lift, will be this one that comes down here. There's the Wampa jail down there, just down here, and then there's a tunnel that goes through to the main hangar. But next episode, let's go back this way. I know my way around here. Right, this crew chamber here, yeah, this one here, that's the, so this one down here will lead to an opening into the main super hangar, the south hangar. Anyway, what I'll do is, because we can show you, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into MCEdit now, just to have a quick look at the layout that I put in to see how well it looks. Now you come back out here. I mean, this is a massive build. I will be interjecting, like I've done before, with some other things to build. That's how I will do it, like build some more ships, because we need to make the A-wing, not the A-wing, no, the bomber, and we need to have some rebel transporters, but I know where to find a rebel transporter, so that'd be really cool. So what I'm going to do is just switch back into MCEdit, and we're going to show you what the layout looks like, because I'll be interested to know actually how much space I've got still to go. So we're in MCEdit now. You can see that you can't see anything yet because it's all under there, but you can see one of the builds we're going to do very shortly will be the ion cannon, which, as I say, is going to go over here. Ion cannon. So let's go. Now, a bit of a funny thing. Now let's go in here. I'm a bit worried actually because I had 2 Minecrafts open, so we'll have to go and see what we've got. Oh, do you know? I thought I'd lost it all. Thank God I didn't. Yeah, I had 2 Minecraft open. Hey, look at this. Look at this layout. Hey, so far so good. There we go. So hey, it's looking good. It is. We have got it just to. God, it looks like, you know. There's me. Just let it all sit down. This is a good thing about MCEdit. So you can now see, and if you add the diagram up, which you can find on the web, if you search for Hoth Echo Base, you will find some plans of Echo Base. So that is, I'm quite happy with that, because that is, I think, yeah, the canteen. That's fine, as long as I don't go through the wall there. The canteen literally fits into this area here. And a hole there, doesn't matter. Yeah, canteen fits into there. Ooh, come back out here. And I've got enough room, I think. I have, yes, I've got enough room. I was a bit worried that we're going to break out the side wall over here before I put... Now, the big... I'll tell you what, I have got a problem. No, we're alright. Let me just see. Because would you believe it? Oh, I'm alright. I'm alright. I'm alright. Because if I'm right, let's just look at this, look at this, look at this. I've got enough space. I was really worried that the south hangar wouldn't have enough space. That's just a glitchy thing. I've got tons of space. The south, literally the hangar goes from, goes from here all the way across here, so I've got enough hopefully to put the hangar in. I thought it'd be very good to show it this way because you can actually see it a lot better. So I still got a lot of work though, because the problem I've got is I really do need to make all this. What I'm going to have to do is put in some more snow. Because what I have to do is, if I do that, I have to then spend loads of time doing the walls, which I don't want to do. So I think I'm going to have to do something with that. Looking good. Wow. Of course, all I'm going to do is the major plan, because, and there were ups and downs of Echo Base as well. Look at that. See how close it came there to. I did break through. So that does work. I'm quite happy now. It's not exactly. I had to. This is much shorter here. Didn't have to be. I could have moved that a bit more. See, I must use MCEdit more. Now, what happens up here is there's another entrance here which comes out to there. There is. Let me just show you. Ooh, come back in. Yeah. Ooh. No, come to that like that. Wait, come back in. Right. There's another entrance which comes there. There's another turbo lift over here. Turbo lift just behind here. That room that we dug out there, the command center goes all the way through it there, meets up with the turbo lift. That walkway meets up as well, and the auditorium's in here. I wonder if I'm really clever. MCEdit isn't as good underground, but I might be able to do that. Anyway, there you have it. That's the end of this episode. I've spent quite a lot of hours doing this, and it doesn't seem to be very big on here, but it is one of those things. So thank you very much indeed for watching. We will carry on next time. As I say, I'm going to be intermixing with building some ships. What I'd like to do is just break through and make the massive cavern, and I've got a rebel transport in mind to fill that cavern, but we shall see, and we'll come back. So thank you very much for watching. Please sub if you're new here, and make comment if you're not, and we'll see you next time. Thank you very much indeed for watching all in one. Bye bye.